Hey there guys, we're taking a look at Halo Infinite's campaign running on the AMD Ryzen 5 5500U. Now this is currently running at these settings that you see right here on the screen. It's pretty much all the lowest settings possible with the lowest possible in-game render resolution that it lets us go down to at 1080p. So obviously the game is just going to scale the quality to what it needs to be able to reach at least a 30 FPS minimum. And while we are getting that in the averages, it's the 1% lows that really drag down the experience here. We are getting some noticeable stutter throughout the entirety of the experience that makes playing this pretty much impossible. And I can almost guarantee you that this is completely a VRAM limit issue because of the fact that those averages look pretty good. It's just the fact that we are completely utilizing all of the RAM here. That puts us into a position where the GPU essentially has to swap with the actual storage within the system itself, and that could be what is causing these 1% lows to be as bad as they are. This isn't even the open world section, and we're already at a level of performance that is just an unpleasant experience. You are not going to be able to play this game comfortably on here with 8 GB of RAM. I really recommend that you get 16 at least, and you could make a solid argument as to why you should probably just get 32 GB of RAM on a system like this. Now obviously it all depends on your region and how much RAM actually is. If there is a huge price difference between 16 GB and 32, don't even think about 32. But if there is no noticeable difference, you know, like here in the United States, it's $50. If $50 is not that big of a deal for you, 32 GB is not that bad of a pairing for a 6-core 12-thread CPU like this. You let it actually do some pretty serious work. The only really thing to worry about is just the fact that maybe it's not going to make that big of a difference in terms of a lot of the games that you want to play, because most of the time we are GPU limited. But those averages really make me think that if we could just improve those 1% lows, we could actually have a really nice experience here. So I am really looking forward to testing this out with 16 GB of RAM. That being said though, at this point with 8 GB, I just can't recommend this game. It's not going to be a pleasant experience. Really, this is like not even console levels of performance. This is just a consistent stutter that really drags down the experience of playing this. And really the nail in the coffin that really convinced me that this was actually a RAM limit was the fact that I was actually seeing some graphical glitches. You'll see that as I walk into this area right here, the steps are missing. Now, this is something that I have seen occur in a lot of games where there is a VRAM limitation. And what's happening here is that as things are just kind of loading into the VRAM and loading out, some things can just end up going missing like that. And I've seen it happen throughout the years enough that that kind of is what convinced me, okay, this might just be an issue with the RAM limitation. And it seems to be very clearly that. So it's one of those things where if you have 16 GB of RAM, you can play this game perfectly fine for the most part. Not 100% sure there, so I'm not going to make any promises, but you should be able to play it because those 1% lows are really the biggest issues here, and that should get a noticeable uplift. But if you're on 8 GB like I am, this is just not going to be a playable experience. But anyways, I hope you found this video useful. If you did, be sure to subscribe and join the Discord down below. I'll see you guys next time.